Now, go.
Simply remind you of what is said on a daily basis. On a daily basis, we are reminded that Africa is the youngest continent. On a daily basis, we are reminded that this is the continent with the greatest prospects.
They say how far it is, so they can't just keep our understand here free.
We are reminded that paradoxically, this is the richest continent on earth. But our people, ironically, are the worst. We are humiliated in different parts of the world as our young men and women run away from the continent. You only have to see how Western embassies humiliate our young men and women. You only have to see how our young men and women are humiliated in Morocco, in Tunisia, in Libya, as they cross the desert and then the Mediterranean Sea in the quest of what they think is better life. The paradox is that as this happens and as our young men and women suffer this fate, African politicians are the richest in the world. It is an irony. And as Wole once said, what amazes him is that when young people across the continent are called upon to congregate, they have the habit of supporting the very same individuals who steal from them. So that in many African countries today, we may claim.
Well, folks, good evening and welcome to today's edition of the RiverSide Talk, the Twa River TV. We're here again with another edition. And as we said to you the other day, we will be hosting Honorable Honest Monsieur. He's driving from town, and I'm told he's around the Man Barkley Bell. He will join us soon. So we want to say thanks for following those that are watching. Stick around. We will definitely get in touch with him today. I know everybody waiting. Everybody waiting to hear our man here today. So just hold your peace. Romance will be our guest here tonight. He will join us pretty soon. I have word with him. He's driving from work to home. And he's pretty much around the Man Barkley Bell going home. So he will join us soon. Just keep glued. Don't go away. We are here. And we started with the most prominent son of Africa, Piano Lumumba. This man is always reminding us Africans how we should conduct ourselves. The Pan-Africanist is alive and well. We gotta remember him always when he's in speech. Well, folks, I want to say thank you tonight. It is I am seated right here with my fellow panelists. You see, thank God today. LUC came back on internet is stable, but it will be here tonight. You know, it's a plus, man. Want to say welcome to you all. You know, for the past 2 days, we've been talking about a topic. Let's have this discussion while we await our honorable to join us. Once he joins, we will dive strictly into our conversation here tonight. Like I said, I'm told he said he's a Man Barkley. I don't know how far from Man Barkley to his house, but he said he's a Man Barkley. He will join us once he gets home.
It's about 10 to 15 minutes drive away.
All right, so let's give him our time. Not just say let's give him 20 minutes right now. We are 5:05. 15 minutes. He will join us soon. All right. Gentlemen, I know OP was part of this discussion, but the other ambassador, you like it, you thought you want to have business because you're get special D. Now, Mr. Melvin, you were actually, wanting to make an input to this discussion that is ongoing when it comes to the issue of the Nima people money. The money we're talking about is not easy. We're talking about very good sum of money that is missing, no trace. Quote unquote projects were identified, vendors were, brought in, but those contracts were not fully implemented. What is your take on this? Let's hear you. Let's start with you first, Franklin. You muted. Franklin, don't try here again today. I beg.
Last night, it was strategic, and these are the kind of conversations we want to dive into because because it has to do with the future of our children, the future of all of us, and the country as a whole. I in Nimba chat room, Nimba Quado, even though I'm not on other platforms, and I only saw one name ranking. I only saw Doug Cooper, but my question in the chat room was, why only Doug Cooper? What happens to Nelson Corquay? That people are not going after him. Is it because Doug is with the ruling establishment? That's why people want to always attach him to negative things? Or is it because people want to take their side in? No, when we are fighting corruption, we need to fight it with our whole strength. We need to be transparent in dealing with issues. Where I'm not saying Doe is right to eat NEMA money, and some of the things discussed in the other report is those money was spent, but there were no evidence to back them. So now the only thing we should be asking those people is to tell us what actually they did with the money. I think on Sarah Fowler page yesterday or today, I saw one guy, boy, Yenokato. If you check the money that he alone received for DSA and for just allowance to tour within the district, it was huge. If you're talking about 9,000 plus with 500,000 Liberian dollars, and even if you check the total, will give you 1 million. Why would and if you check also the date, it was within the same month and the same day he signed for all of those money. How can we reconcile that? So Niba County leadership needs to really tell us what happened during we are regime from 2018 to 2023. And from 2024 as well, we really need to know what Madam Ogono is doing there. Because this what we're talking is only about the past regime. What happens to current regime? So these are some of the things we need to do. Financial experts got to come on board and tell us the happenings.
Financial expert got to come on board. Yeah, you and I've been having a discussion. Lincoln, do you have input?
Yeah, for me, thank you, CEO, for this discussion. I think I learned this from my father, my mentor, and my boss, Honorable Tico Tozejole. The ambassador said this in 2012. He said it is good to be an honest poor man and to be a dishonest rich man. Sometimes people feel relaxed in eating public money. They find pleasure in it. And I like the recommendation that the audit something. The audit did not accuse anybody of eating money. The report, they said there were a lot of mistakes. There were a lot of mistakes. So the best thing that we can do now in the country as a country, like what TAS did, TAS is now asking the authority to conduct a full audit financial audit, because what the audit recommended is that moving forward, the system should do better. That was a recommendation. If you read the full report, they did not accuse anybody. But now it will go and conduct a full report, eco audit. Whosoever will be, accountable for the whatever misappropriation or whatever money that is stolen, or whosoever, are going to be responsible for that, they're going to account for whatever for their own actions. Look, let me tell you something. People, believe that in Liberia,
Man.
our country.
Yeah, hold on. Y'all telling your wrong to come online. We got a lot of people watching this show tonight. Folks that are watching, want to give this announcement. Romance is driving home. He will join us in the next few minutes. Roughly, let's just assume that in the next 10 minutes he will join us because he's just getting home, getting ready to start. So we're giving y'all the announcement, so y'all won't say, oh, they go loud to we're telling y'all on Romance we're here. He's driving from Intown. Before we started, he was at Mount Barkley going home, and then from Mount Barkley to his house is about 15 minutes. So that just assume that in the next 10 to 15 minutes we'll have him on here. So y'all stick around. I know plenty of people coming here tonight. I'll one going up. Go ahead, boss man.
So I like the style that we're talking about on our town way. Now, can we invite an independent auditor to audit NEMA? Yes, of course, it's necessary, because we cannot live in an environment where 99% of the people be suffering, while 2% or 1% of the population be enjoying, while other people looking for ways to draw water to drink safe, water. Then some people they're living that kind of luxurious life, and we're going to do analysis on your salary, how much you making. Look, sometimes it baffles me a lot to see young people who are going to bed with hunger, defending people who stole millions of dollars. And they be on Facebook, feel pleasure in defending those same people. At the same time, they're looking for me to survive. Look, Liberia will not be better, but we saying Liberia should be better. We look, I can boast of my boss. I can stand anywhere and nod my chest, because as far as I am concerned, my boss is clean. His hand is not in darkness, no corruption. So I can defend anywhere. When it comes to corruption, you tell don't defend any corrupt officials. Yes, we will not do it, because we were not taught when it comes to that. We follow tendencies that taught us how to be clean. So if you want to be a good leader, come with that example. Let those that following you, get your I call it your good leadership or your good leader or skills. So we cannot be fighting people who are dark, corrupt. They will expecting Liberia to be better, while at the same time we're going to bear with hunger, getting $20 US when they're saving millions of dollars in their accounts, saying that children to luxurious school, that children will come back and rule all again. They will still be sitting in a dark room. We say we're defending people. God forbid, I can't defend people like that. Whosoever that I hand will be all, whosoever that stole money from NEMA, they should be accountable for what they did. I am not here to support anybody. Those that stole our money, let the court indict them, and let them go and explain how they managed to to steal our money or to destroy our country, so that then other people will not be able to do what other men do in the past. Thank you.
My man, you do
Okay, Mr. Dillon, thank you so much. Yeah, Mr. Dillon, thank you so much. I think I was also watching BKS last night, and I saw. I think we gotta bring on the show to really tell us too what he did with the people money. Honorable Peterson Walker, and he mentioned his controller Gompa Osando Dan, and I know Gompa personally, and we are close to one another here. So if you look at it, he was saying that the auditors asked them, they responded to those questions, and maybe for me, you will respond. But if your responses do not really matter, I don't think the people will consider that. But because Peterson was still long in that place. So I think we got to call him to explain to all his side and be able to also tell us what happened to Nimba people money. Because if you talk about giving money to Nimba Community College, if you talking about giving money to a hospital and the whole of District 5, NIM is not there. So it means that there was no development that took place within that time. And Honorable Samuel Koga, that is now considered a very good person, was seated in that area, and his area did not get any money. So we need to know what happened. And Gompa also, even Harry Jeremy, is also a prominent son from Nimba, and in this government, is a key person. And the other report also mention his name. These people got to come and clear that so we can know.
Let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question?
That will be coming too now. Yo, hold on.
Tonight, that dollar you're having now.
Yeah, but he coming. That auditor didn't hear. That mentor didn't hear. They gave on us.
Okay, let OP explain. Let OP come in a little bit. Then I will ask you a question. Since he's the auditor, OP come in.
Yeah, thank you all so much for the opportunity, and thanks to our listener for always following us on RiverSide Talk. We are here to give you the information.
1 minute. Finger is not good. Take the chat from there.
You getting me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with the issue of the audit report is actually denigrating. It don't represent the county. Because I was just going through the report this afternoon, and I got to realize that there's no automated payroll system for that period. There's no financial software. This time people are using QuickBooks, Sage, and different financial software to do their work and make it easier. There's nothing of such in the entire processing of our county development fund and the social development fund. So it's disheartening that in the 21st century where people are using technology, Nimba County is still using a manual system, and that's a recipe for fraud and corruption. So if you'll be doing the thing manually, that'll do a whole ledger.
Yeah, but he said he built that system.
Yeah, the system is not effective. Nobody's trained to use the system. So if you get a system that nobody's using, it means that the system is not effective. It will not give all the kind of desired result we want. So it's actually disheartening. The report is bad. There's no way to cover up about it. And I will always say that the auditors will not just jump in the air to give an opinion on things that they don't see. What they see is actually what they will report. What they don't see, you will tell them, how we do it. They know that it's not a principle, it's not a rules. They will actually downplay what you are saying, and they will come up with their own independent opinion on what has happened. Because nobody will put their character, their life at stake to just put a report out that has no substance. Auditor always find a substantive information to put out there that others will read. They are not targeting anybody. They don't know you from anywhere. What they see is actually what they will report. That's why they will do the inquiry, they will finish, they will send it to you, and you will respond to them before they come up with the final report. So they will do the draft report, and that draft report will come back to you. You will respond to that draft report before they will do the final report. So the audit report is very bad. All of our leaders who are in charge, they need to answer questions, and we have to make a follow-up on the project they talk about in the county. Some of the project is not even known, some of it completed and all of that. So for me, I'm not. Yeah.
So can you tell us, since you from that background, can you tell us which type of audit that was conducted in Nimba recently? Is it a financial audit or I call it
It's a compliant audit.
Compliant audit.
They wanted to know whether yes.
Okay. So now which audit we need to do now? Because from my understanding, we're supposed to do a financial audit. Because for what they did, they did recommendation. So we need to do a financial audit. That because financial audit can indict people. You can use financial audit to indict, but for the identical audit, you cannot indict anybody. Right?
Yeah, it depends on if you have errors in your compliance, they can hold you liable for it. You're supposed to build, you're supposed to take 100,000 and build a clinic or a school, and you leave the job undone. We can't trace the contractor. We can't see how do you got the voucher? We can't see the contract. All of these things. These are factors, that will hold you liable for
Another
mismanaging
question again to you. My second question to you. So if
yeah.
you are conducting, if they send you to an entity to conduct audit, are you going to conduct audit in the absence of those who were accused, or you going to invite those that serve in that position or who work into that identical institution?
Yeah, the issue of audit, you are going to verify the documentations are there. You get a bulk file
In
there,
the
you get
absence of those who
everything
work
there. You don't have to be present
All
before somebody
right, Jerry,
audit you.
get you now. You think they made your dog over
People are already in the office.
no. Let us be fair in the
The
discourse,
office,
right? So we
yeah.
need to make our audience to understand. Yeah. So we got to be clear about it. We shouldn't take
Yeah,
side so that everybody will get us
I'm
their
giving
fair
you
share.
clarity. I'm giving you
Mm-hmm.
clarity. I'm giving you clarity. You gotta
Okay.
listen. Let me give you the clarity. Mr. Cooper is
Go
not in
ahead. Go ahead.
office again. Koko is not in office again, but the document they work with, information they provided is on a bulk file. It's an office that is running. So when you finish with 2018, all the bulk file you pack them for contract, let me say, let's say road project or whatever project that you do in maybe in Ganta, Sanekule, maybe you renovate a school there, or you renovate a hospital, or you do a supply. You get a voucher there, you get all the information, all the financial transaction is in a bulk file for that particular project. And it will be labeled 2018 project or 2018 financial report or whatsoever. It will be filed. And that document will be there, I think government said 10 years before you can even dispose it. So if I'm going to do an audit, the documents I'm going to now verify. The information I need is supposed to be fast. So if I go, I don't see it, and I go to, you say, okay, I get contract to somebody to supply or stationery, maybe Lion stationery for an example, and you had the documentation, everything there, I will take that document, take the number, and call Lion stationery. As soon as so time the NEMA can't purchase a rim or sheet or copy book or this from you, and no, I have no records of that. They will hold you by that because the information must be provided. So if you bypass all the processes, you do fake documentation and everything, they will hold you for it. That's how it works. So you have to be present. But when they're done with all the audit and come up with all the issues, they will send you the draft note to your office or to wherever you are. That all we can will verify what we saw. So you now have to respond to the inquiries in making sure that, oh yeah, no, this one happened this way, this one happened this way. Then they will come up with a final report. So you have to be present in case you travel. What do we do? In case, God forbid, you die, what do we do? So the information they provide, the documentation, yeah. So the documentation is what they will be tracking. And all the contractors will not die at the same time. All the people who hold the position will not die at the same time. Everybody will be, somebody will be somewhere. Some people will travel. So we not say, oh, because in America now, you let's say is an accountant or is a controller, he has traveled to America, he's no more controller. But the documentations, those are things we'll be tracking. And whatsoever that will come or whatsoever we'll see, then we'll have to verify. To say, oh no, this one happened this way, this one happened this way. Then we'll go over. That's why they will send you the draft and report. You have to review it and make your comment and send it back to the auditor to come up with a final report. That's how it works. So you can't tell me, say, I'm in Morovia and I work in Nima and now I'm not in the position. You look for me all around.
All right, let me hold you there. Well, folks, we want to say thanks for following us. We have Justin Gonto on time from Temple. And then we also have Janeton Doan Lewis watching us from Kigali, and then Aaron Bier on 12 Houses Road. Honorable Massey just texted he will be with us by 9:30. I'm assuming that will be like in the next 6 minutes. He will join us here live. Man, Aaron Wade, what's going on, man? Long time. How's it going? Where you been? Missing action. Almost like, we said 3 weeks.
Yeah, thank you, see you, and good evening, and it depends on your location. Good morning, and like I said, it depends on your location, and thanks so much Been in the county in some other parts of the counties in few days back. A week ago, I went to sympathize with the honorable representative of electoral district number 3 in Nima. The mother passed away, I think, the middle part of last month.
Yeah.
So she was laid to rest, and at the funeral service, there were a lot of dignitaries, former lawmakers, and other government officials. The honorable speaker was in present at the occasion, and he spoke plaintively to the people of the district, Nema in general. So, like you people were saying, CEO, I posted a line this morning, and if you follow it, it was very short, that those few guys that their need is in this compliance audit report need to hire Councillor Arthur Tama Johnson, because this is a lawyer that always this is a lawyer that always backing people that are being involved, reported into some financial misappropriation in the country.
No, I don't think Negisha for to go there. Do not attack your professionalism. That's why he living by. So I think
No,
it's a
that
professional
man
person.
land. That a man land.
I
That's
see
his
a dishonest.
opinion.
Yeah.
Lincoln.
Okay,
The point
That
I'm
man land.
making,
That's his opinion.
Go ahead.
yeah,
Because he's a
the
lawyer.
point I'm
So,
making, the point I'm making is that the honorable councillor is a very good man. He has been, defending a lot of people. I remember he defended the impeached former Associate Justice Kabina Jenner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him, defending him very well. And at the end of the day, his impeachment was termed as political. There's a reason you see the former Associate Justice Kabina Jenner still practicing law. But if he was actually, impeached legally, he had nothing to do with anything that pertaining to law in this country and in the South region. I stand to be corrected by our law.
yeah.
Now, the point I'm making is that there are a lot of audit reports. I have been in the county for like 20 some more years now. I have followed lengthily the activities of Nima County administration and Liberia in general when it comes to some financial improprieties across the country. Like I said, there have been a lot of audit reports in the county, but this one, if you look at it, is too terrible. And terrible in the sense that there were a lot of things that happened. I'm one of the witnesses because in 2018, when the CDC-led government took over, when they came in, they slogan some of those guys that they have been indicted by this compliance audit came up with is that we have come to eat our own. The money the past administration have been eating, we have come to build our own houses. And if you check that CEO and other panelists and other folks that are following us, some of them were nowhere. They were inexperienced people that have no working background, working, experience before. They all came on board. And I remember at that time, the county was taken to court. I remember in 2018, Nima County administration, 2018 to 2019,
That was 20.
taken
That
to
was
court.
20. That was 20. That was 2020.
2020. Thank you, Denwa. They were taken to court. And the funny part about it is that when the 3 lawmakers out of 11, when the 3 lawmakers went to court at the circuit court to file in a writ of injunction into the so-called PNC election at that time, 2 of the 3 caucus members in Honorable Koga, Honorable Larry Yonkwe, and Honorable Prince O.S. Tokpa of District number 5, number 8, And number two, two of the honorable men decided to back off from the process. And if you checking this audit report, all of their names have been mentioned. And it was later I got to know that on Tokba, on Larry where they signed check, they signed for some checks to undertake some projects in their district. And I listened to Honorable Roger Duma, the former lawmaker of the Electoral District number 7. He said on the radio this morning that he and the lawmaker of District number 6, Honorable Tuan Glikia, were hired to provide some technical services to the PNC official at that time because they were new people that they just brought on board and they have no experience when it comes to financial working. So for me, we will just discuss some of those things in few days to come. How long? The issue of NEMA is just like Liberia in general. When people discuss it within few days time, you will see it will die down. But sincerely speaking, gentlemen, those guys did a lot of things here. And if there would be an independent auditors to be hired by this county or by the government for transparency to come and do some real financial audit, there will be a lot of things that will come out. I remember when over 500,000 or 800,000 was allocated for the repairs of the yellow machine, because at that time the yellow machine were down totally. Majority of the machine were packed all over in the various districts. When the council came up with 800,000 to repair those machines, that money, most of it went into thin air, and they decided to add 100,000 more to the budget to repair one of the front loader, the dump truck, one of the machine in the county. Some of us have problem with it at that time. For those guys in the county, down to the vehicles those guys purchased that they were using. I remember vividly in 2023, during the election, during the voter registration, one of the vehicles were used by one of the former lawmaker to carry 12-year, 13-year-old children from other areas for the voter tracking. And when those guys left in 2024, January, when they left, almost all those vehicles were down. For me, nothing will come from out of it. Nothing. We shouldn't just waste our time. I read some of the report, and like I said, if the county is actually serious to set this benchmark so that other administration can follow, there will be a lot of things that will come up, including some legislators of our county. Some of them were defeated, and some of them, fortunately for them, they are on board today. A lot of things happening, gentlemen. So Lincoln, like I said, they need to get, because most of them, they have money. As we speak, some of them, they are still in government. They are doing some lucrative job around here in the country. They are with some ministers and some, government officials in the country. Yeah, they still have some money. If they get to Councilor Arthur Johnson, other, legal-minded people to guard them, they will go scot-free. It is, alleged. It is alleged. So that keep it that way. Like somebody was talking, I think that Franklin was talking about Honorable Dog Cooper. Besides that, Nelson came on board. Nelson's slogan around here in here, Sanikude was that it is not a painting of the county administration bidding that he will show to his children tomorrow. And if former President Weah is leaving, Nelson Kwaku will follow, because definitely he knows that when President Weah is leaving, he will follow. So I don't want for us to
definitely follow.
Not one from out of it. One of those guys hired sophisticated lawyer, and for me, I will suggest that those that their need have come out in this report, those that have been, appointed by the president for transparency, for accountability, for integrity's sake, the president should give them time to come out to exonerate themselves, to face the county. Somebody were talking about auditing those gardens. I'm quite sure. I remember
right.
last year
All
when
right,
see I come
Mr. Wade,
I
let's
come
put you
in.
right there. Our guest is in studio. Well, folks that are watching, want to say thanks for following. I know the honorable, the movement we say Honorable Mansi will be here tonight. All the people at Tri River, all the men from Tri River on the live watching. Want to say thank you to you all, and thanks to our honorable man. It is official. Honorable Mansi is here tonight as our guest, and we'll dive straightly into our discussion here tonight. Good evening and welcome to you, Honorable Mansi.
Yeah, good evening and good evening to the most distinguished gentlemen of my beloved district. I'm seeing a lot of the potential men from the district all over online. And I'm glad to be part of the show this time.
All right.
I hope you're not planning to crucify me tonight. The way that I man from Bongwe, I don't know what you brought you on the show here tonight. We brother Aaron, what's up?
Yeah, I'm okay, honorable.
You know my man.
Yeah, guys. So it's nice sharing the platform with you guys, and I hope we can have a kind of discussion that will seek to promote our common goal, which is our district. Whatever ideas, suggestions, critics, and whatever, we will be here to share ideas with each other.
All right. Thank you, Honorable. I want to welcome you in a very special way. This is the Tri River Online TV. I want to say thanks for joining Tri River here tonight. This platform was created for dialogue for Tri River people. And if you can recall, this is the very first of its kind in the history of Tri River District. I want to welcome you as our lawmaker to today's edition. What we want you to do for us, please share our page to your followers too, because I know you're beginning standing by too. When our man ask you questions, you're beginning standing by to boom back.
The really unfortunate thing is I deactivated my Facebook account so I can share it, and then the others will debate it out there.
All right, so let's go, gentlemen.
I'm not saying. Oh, man, see your man Opi with it. You want to learn too?
Are you? Yeah, one of the panelists here.
Okay, that's good, guys.
This is all Tri River. Like we said, it's so Tri River men on the show. Most of them not here. Yeah, they're all Tri River people. Let's go to our discussion. The reason we invited you here today. We know you're busy, and we will go around. And gentlemen, the question is 2 questions. Let's make it brief, so that the minute a politician, the more you talk plenty, he too will talk plenty. So that make it brief, so that we all can ask questions at the end of the day. And I'm told he has some engagement, so he's only here for like an hour. So let's tailor our questions to, where he will be brief to in his answers, so that we all can have a dialogue here tonight. All right, let me start this way. Mr. Opi Wele, let's start with you, your 2 questions.
Thank you. Welcome, Honorable Mansi.
Thank you.
This is M. Willie, your brother, your senior man. When you won, we went there. At that time, I was heading the Nima Kwado Youth, and we congratulated you with my team.
Yeah.
And you had a very good reception. But I'm not the one who will always be running behind the beamer. But we in our little corner watching what all you guys are doing. And I want to inform you that this Gontan, I was elected as the National Financial Secretary for Nima Kwado. So I'm also your leader from this end, because you are also a member by default. although you are not registered yet, and you'll pay the fine. Thank you
I'll
for
register
coming
now.
on our show. So this is where we ask all of the necessary questions about the district and how far. And my first question is, there are a lot of development initiatives that you are undertaking within the district. I want you to give a overall view about what percentage those projects are in all of the towns and villages that you are undertaking the project, and when you intend to complete the projects. And because mostly some of the projects people will do as a political project, you will hold it as the election is coming near, then you start rushing to complete, and sometimes it will not be to the best of your ability. So my first question to you is, how far are those projects, and how soon will some of the projects be completed? Thank you. That's my first question.
Yeah. So I don't know. I should respond. I don't know how it works.
Yeah,
If
respond.
you okay. So thank you very much. Like I said, I'm glad to share the platform with all of you. I know we have very serious minded people who will want to know about what is going on in the district, which is our responsibility to provide the kind of information all of you need, because many a times we consult you to say we're doing this one, we're doing this one, but I think this is a better platform that we can better explain to you, all of you, as our citizen, and what we are doing, what we intend to do, where we are, and where we are going. So basically, when we took over in 2024, um, our first activities in the district was to call for a reconciliation meeting and to also tell the people thank you for electing us, which we did that on April 30th, 2024. Next to that activities was we called the stakeholders across the district in one of the community in the district, Beregle. There is almost like a central point in the district where we asked all of the different groups that came. We put them into chiefdoms. The Boer people were there, the Longzan people were there, the Bio people were there, Slaw people were there, so people were there. So the meeting was very fruitful because it was meant to catalog some of the burning issues that are affecting our people across the district. So our objectives in that meeting was, okay, you have elected us. What do you want us to do the coming 6 years will be in the position? So we presented to them what we had, and we give them the time to talk. Not only to talk, but we also afforded them the time to go and meet as people to come and let us know. So by the end of the day, everyone brought in a request as to what specific thing they want us to do. And basically, some of those things that came up were some of the same thing some of the communities to us during the campaign. Some of them brought about the issue of roads, the issue of community initiatives, schools, market hall, guest houses, police station, bridges, and the rest of it. So we catalog all of it to make it as our development plan for the 6 years. So since that time, we have been working on it very, very much hard. The only thing is that we don't have all of the resources it takes to respond to all of them. But just to give you a brief, I don't know whether we have time. Just to give you a brief as to what we've done. We put those projects into like three different categories. The first categories of it were those smaller projects. Take, for example, this community asked us for school, guest house, town hall, market hall, clinics. So These were things we put them into one category, and we feel that because they were easy to implement, and we could do them even without the intervention of the government, of the central government, So we started on that very successfully by the end of 2024. So by the end of 2024, the first batch of cement we distributed in the district was around 1,500 bags of cement. So those projects were the backbone school extension. We have a 6-classroom school there, extension. We also had a project in Sagittarius, a clinic. We also initiated a project in Tamplin, a town hall. We have a projects in Gaplin. We have the police station projects in Gaplin. We also have the guest house project in Gaplin. We also have the health center project in Gaplin because all of us know that Gaplin is our headquarters. So Gaplin, we have a auditorium project there. By Vonway, we also have an auditorium project there. Bio Ganagli, we have a school extension project there. Bio Yoda, we have a town hall project there. Bio Tropoli, we have a school extension project there. Newtown, we have a town hall project there. Old Town, we also have a town hall project there. Bio Tropoli, I call Tropoli already, right? Tropoli, we have a school project there as well. And when you count the Sule, we have a guest house project in Dole. We also have a school project in Vainglen, and we have a town hall project in Slangomple. And when you go to Longzhen, we have a guest house project in Beregle, and also a police station project there. Limbole, we have a town hall project there. Seaple, Old Town, we have a school project there. When you go to Bo project, Fairplay, we have a youth center project there that we are just about to start. We also want to build a school school extension also in Waiplay. Same thing like Bozuple, we also have a guest house project there. And we also have a youth center project in Bogampa. And we intended to do a guest house also in Bopay. So coming to the status of those projects, and we also work along with the office of the vice president to do the bridge between Bedule and Beaplin. And currently we also have 3 bridge project going on. One between Bio Bongaplin and Bio Benelli. And then the other one between Bio Yola and Bio Ganagli. And then one of the other projects I forgot about is Bio Benelli. We also have a school there. We have a school because Benelli is a senior high school. So the school they got there, the classroom not sufficient. So we are building a 6th classroom in Bio Benelli. And then we also have a project, guest house in this place. Bonway TK Play, I forgot about it. We also did a mini bridge also in Bonway Old Town. So these are the projects we started last year. So the updates for those projects are like the Temple project, we have zinc it. I think some of you who've been following our activities, we zinc that project already. We have zinc the clinic in Sagittarius ever since last year. The school in Baybona, we have completed the roof level. They just all the wool. We got zinc there already to start the roofing work. And we also have the project in Mount the auditorium there is already been, the roofing is going on. Bayvonwe has also reached the roof level. We got zinc there already. Bioganagle, we are roofing already. Bioyola, they are doing the roofing already. How you call the play? Bio Benelli, they are doing the roofing as well. The bridge between Benelli and Bongaple, we just sent Rack there last night to do the final cashing of it. So between now and the weekend, if the contractors are there, that bridge will be completed this weekend. The town hall in Newtown is also Ben zinc. The school building in built properly because of the little delay we had there. They are currently at the roof level, but they got all of the material that we're supposed to give them, the cement, the steel raw, workmanship, everything have been provided. And Tikepli guest house, we also have zinc then. And then Dole guest house, we've also zinc it. Vingley School Hall, we have zinc it. Sangonple Town Hall, we have also zinc it. Bedagle guest house, we have zinc it. Bedagle police station is still at the window level. So these are the projects to some extent that we have gone like, I would say 50, 60%. The other areas that we have not done much, like the youth center in this place in Fairplay. We saw the wool, motor bricks, and we sent material there quite recently to start the work. We just sent a horse plane there so they can start the project. The same thing too with Zwople. Grandpa Youth Center, if the community were willing, if I want to say, then by now we would be done with it. But then we have had a little bit of challenge there, in working with the community. So that project has been a little bit delayed. We say even good number of cement. My understanding is that most of the cement has turned to rag now. Besides that, we also one of the community I forgot about is very Kuyakaple. Yeah, Kuyakaple there. Kuyakaple will build a school there, even this place. Blank Gwele. We also have a school project there that we are seeing. Kuyakaple, Blank Gwele school, they are all seeing by now, in fact, since last year. And even by Go Play too, we have a town hall project there. I've forgotten about this, some of those projects. So yes, this is where we are in terms of our development activities. When it comes to Gapley Health Center, I think all of you been seeing the latest video. We have a very huge health center project there. Some part of 2024, we got some money from the Social Development Fund, which was around 30,000. We've been working with a contractor to ensure that the project goes on. Though the project is that the cost is more than 100 and some more thousand. So we also have also been popping in to ensure that that work go on. So as we stand, the project is already to roofing level. Any of you who are passing Gapling in recent time, you will see, what exactly I'm talking about. We also built a guest house there that we zinc some part of last year. Even the police station, we've also zinc it, we plaster it, everything, and we put ceiling in it. I think we left with tar and then the doors to dedicate the police station. Say Apple Old Town School, also we doing plastering there and all of the stuff like that. So yes, this is where we are. Some of our challenges in the place have been the issue of roads, which we intend to do some touching this year. And I want for all of us to also say thanks to the office of the vice president. When we took over, we engaged him, and it is his office uh, that have been working very hard with us when it comes to the issue of road connectivity. So they started that last year, and then they went all the way to Bay. Sorry, they went all the way to Bay and the road stopped. But by now, for the past I think 2 to 3 weeks, the machine is in the district. We have been working with the commissioner and even the engineers. They are moving very fast, and they are now, I think, they should be in around Bopley and Yola now. We're also talking with them to see if they can help us to open the road going to Long Tour. Because last year we tried to engage them, we even bought 150 gallons of fuel so that they can do that road. So this year, I think they have agreed to help us with the Long Tour road. So yeah, this is where we are. We intended. Somebody want to talk? I see your hand up.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I want to make a suggestion so that we can work
Hold on, hold
alongside
on,
the
hold
campaign.
on. I'm coming there. Honorable, you are giving a very vital information, but we beg your office to just summarize it so that other people, yeah, so that everybody here will have the chance to ask their question.
Also, the other time
That
I don't finish
politician,
with my list. We
that,
just want
yeah, that
infrastructure yet.
politician, they ain't go ahead.
Y'all want to get it update for the district, so y'all just give me time. Let me tell you everything
So let's do it this
we're
way.
doing in
So
the district.
those are in the interest of the how you call it, the overview of the honorable, I don't know, is
Well,
that
we're
what we
not
can
voting
discuss.
yet.
So that they can put us out there without ask critical questions.
They're gonna stand by. We're not
So
voting
so
yet. Honorable,
so
just
I
summarize
think
that
it's
topic.
good.
Okay,
I
let's
think
take
it's
it.
good. We get the
I think
we
Yeah,
get it over
yeah.
all
For your
activities that
for
we're
your
doing. I
overall
know you will
activity, we'll
have
be
your
able to ask you
time
questions.
to ask all your questions.
Yeah, I think necessary.
I'm not rushing anyway. We
Okay.
will still go 1 hour, 30 minutes. That your time, working for you, so we'll make ourselves available so you can ask all your questions. Yeah, so this is where
all
we
right.
are when it comes to our district initiatives. Besides that, we also been
Okay.
working very seriously with the student community. Since we took over, you can ask anybody at the Nima University from the time we took over, because this is where most of our less privileged student goes. So we've been also trying our best to ensure that almost everyone from district number 4 receives a financial assistance to enable them to continue their education at the Nima University. So we've been doing that for the past, I think, 4 to 5 semesters now, and even other universities like the Liberal Christian University, the new AME Zion, the Open Ganta. We have students there. We've been sending financial aid to the Bond Technical College for most of the students there, even BW at some point. I think 2 times now we've sent financial aid there. We also have some students from the district that after the election, we try to, afford them some opportunity because they were young people. Yes, they will say, oh, they were your supporter. Yes, but they are also from the district because these are things that people judge you for. People, children who took their time, run behind you. Now you got a position. People will say you don't know them. So we decide to also pay them back too. So we have like up to 11 of them that are going to school in Rwanda. Some of them are doing their masters. Some of them are doing their bachelors. And we intend to, if the resources are there, we could add a number up. And besides, we also have been, working on other things like women empowerment and all of that. We have a package coming up for most of our women there in the district, like a mini loom and something like that, that we will be announcing soon once our hand, we are clear with some of the few things we are working on. So basically, this is maybe we can stop here for now, and then
Yeah.
you go ask your question. And let me also add the CEO there because the last time I heard that all the development are going on, nothing going to Upper Slough and their community. Last week, Saturday, I was in your home, CEO. We spent the whole day there hauling the sand so that we can start the guest house project there. We got some cement already on ground there.
I'm
And
about
this
to
one
ask you.
Saturday,
I'm
we
about
spend
to
the whole
ask
day
you
there.
questions. I'm
So,
about to ask you questions.
yeah, so
All right.
there where we
So
are
thank
actually.
you for my next question. Thank you so much, our representative, for the many development you are carrying on. We hope and pray that God provide the resources so the project will be completed. That it will not be an uncompleted project come 2029. However, my next question has to do with what's your plan when it comes to vocational education for our young people who don't have the opportunity to come to Monrovia, to come to Sanekole, to come to Ganta, to go to Rwanda and other places. What are your plans for the full client? And what do you intend to do in terms of vocational education for the young people?
So that was one of those things that we spoke of very hard during our campaign. And even this morning when I was on the radio, somebody asked me the same question. Yeah, so during the campaign, we selected 2 localities that we said we wanted to do a project like that, where our people, some of those people who don't have the opportunity to go outside of the district, they can stay there, they learn a carpentry, they learn a plumbing, they learn a small skill to be able then, make life for themselves. So one of those localities where was the Vingley Junction there. And then the other one, we are not very too definite on it, but I was thinking between Mount Daplin, Bay Vongwe, or maybe a little close to Bay Vongwe there. So it will be a bit closer to the BO people too. So yes, those projects, we have the blueprint for them. They're going to be a big project, so we are not rushing with it. We are still trying to gather some resources, talking to 1 or 2 persons who can help us in the process, uh, be it through the central government budget allocation, or be it through the social development fund, or be it through our own, initiatives. So yes, we are well on course with that, and I can say here that one of those projects may start this year, especially the one between around the Bangalore Junction there. We intend to start it this year. The only thing that got us we did not start was we were rushing a little bit to get some of the material for the bridges because bridge work is time bound. So once you don't do it during a certain period of time, when the rain comes, you won't be able to continue. So we have been rushing with it a little bit, and even with all the things we did up to now, we are slowly moving on some of those projects. Though we got a lot of material on ground, but they are slowly moving because of some other local material we need for it. So yes, we still have our plan for the vocational school, and by the grace of God, one of them will be starting with them by maybe this coming dry season.
All right. Thank you, Honorable. Mr. Aaron Way, it's over to you. Your questions.
Thank you, CEO, and thanks so much to our honorable man. I remember a few days the honorable was in Sloyola to intervene into the storm disaster that took place the other time that we were all discussing in this forum. So my understanding from the local authority there is that the honorable has made some, contribution towards the renovation of that particular public
We
school
already
that
sent
they.
this Bono or Zane there with some Zane.
Okay, and also you promised that they're going to take few bags of cement from Campley. So
Yeah.
thanks so much. Let put joke aside. You are one of the lawmakers of Nima that just took over, and the way in which you are working with the young people, mainly when it comes to human resource development, we need to commend you for that. And I think if there's a way that maybe you might err in the future, it will be better that we get to you one-to-one or in your inbox to discuss that than, to come publicly. Because of your administration, we don't hear like before where there will be some violent activities in District Number 4. District Number 4 need has been in media in past 1 or 2 administrations. So let's keep our district
Administration why attack.
now.
They don't call your deal.
And the good thing about it is that CEO doing the past administration, the past administration, CEO then promised our men that were there before that there will be some. I know that was 10 slot that time. We are hoping that they were going to
They
open
still get
door for
our
you.
money. And the CEO need to respond to that.
Yeah.
And our France men need to respond to our $500 they collected.
Yeah, and government is continuity.
Oh, yeah.
We believe in human resource development, government is continuity. Let him start from there and let's see what are some of the challenges, what he needs to do to pick up from there. Now, my next issue has to do with you are blessed to chair, I stand to be corrected, the Public Works Committee in the lower house. And
Yeah.
that committee is one of the outstanding statutory committee in the lower house, Public Works. There are a lot of routes in our district, but there are two major routes, honorable lawmaker, from Campley passing through Fort Bearplay, Garpley, that is our administrative district headquarters, passing through the Bay Vongwe belt to go to building. And from Garpley again, honorable, to Bang, passing through the Bongwe, the Sandy Bell, to Belegate to hit Bang. These are corridors that are very, very challenging. What are you doing in that direction with the oversight responsibility you have as a lawmaker?
Yeah, so thank you very much. Like I mentioned earlier, that we have a lot to do. But again, you can't do all of these things at once. Some of them we ourselves will have to do it. Some of them will have to wait for the government to do it. Talk to them using our power as a regulator, and then having direct oversight in those sectors. We've been talking with the government and to ensure that some of those rules we made intervention on it. So the good news is that the route you just mentioned from passing through Berkeley, going all the way to Beauty, I think I mentioned it already that we have the machine on it going on. That machine is sent from the Ministry of Public Work directly. All those people that are currently on the road, they are engineers and technicians from the Ministry of Public Work. I don't want to take glory for it. I think I mentioned it earlier that we have been working with the Office of the Vice President to ensure that these things happen. When you and your father in your room, anything that happens there, he does it. But again, we don't want to discredit his office. They have been doing very well for our people, and I want for all of us to be, grateful to him. So yes, that role work is ongoing on it. For this year, what we did was we managed to talk with our guys with the committees, and we were able to secure some fundings for that particular role you're talking about. So currently, as we speak, I think the very two major challenges on our role, there are 3 to 4 of it major breaches. The one in the Bow Bridge, the Drill Bridge, and the one behind Ganagle that we said we want to do this year, and the one very close to Play there. These are the major breaches on the road. So what happened this year, this 2026 budget, we have up to 300,000 that we secure on the budget that is strictly on Garpley Street. If you see the copy of the budget, you check it, it'll tell you Garpley Street. That money was only meant for the cities in Nimba. But because we are the ones sharing the committee and we were in a room to make the decision, that's why you see the amount for Campley, Sanikole, Bang, Tapeta, those cities that we know already in Nimba, they have the same amount like Gapley. There is not yet a city. That was through our instrumentality and our lobbying with our colleague there. So we're going to use that. We've been working with the Ministry of Public Work, so that money can be used this year to do the 2 bridges on the road there, the Bow Bridge and the Drill Bridge. So that bridge, the previous assessment that was done on that bridge, the total cost that the ministry put over that bridge is around $393,000. But at least with the 300,000 already in the budget, they have written the PPCC for how they call it for no objection, because the government tried to give contract for that project before, but then there was no funding to the contractor. So they want the same contractor to continue with the work. So by the grace of God, and one thing I can say 100% sure is that the two bridges that have been one of the major challenge on the road is that they're going to be fixed. They are captured this year on a 2026 budget. It's just that government process are slow. So sometimes we think like we feel that nothing is happening, but actually something is happening when it comes to that regard. The road from Campley going through Bam, we've engaged the Ministry of Public Works on it. When the government took over, the government agenda had been to connect all of the capital cities, all of the major roads, those ones that were not paved, like the road going to the southeast and some of the roads around the country. There are other very deplorable roads all over around. So the ministry have been working. We've engaged them over and over. They have sent assessment team there. They have done assessment on our road. I think the cost of doing that road is around 1.2 million, something like that. So that was through our instrumentality and our engagement with the ministry. So hopefully, we also try to talk to the county administration, since we got some good amount of money in the budget to capture also that road, because they have told us that they will be focusing basically on farm to market road this year. I can send you the conversation between me and the superintendent. There were 3 roads I sent to her. He said, but my man, you alone can't take all. He said, okay, tell me which one of your road that connect your district with other district. So what we told them was the road, since the government was still waiting for the government intervention, if the county has some money to do roads this year, please try to do the road between Campley, passing through district number 4, connecting to district 7. I can show you that communication between she and I. So yes, we have been working, looking for support from all angles to make intervention on those roads. And we will continue to use our oversight responsibility. If it can't happen, we are already in a rainy season. And the good thing again is that we also been working to ensure that the government get the kind of support they need for the procurement of the yellow machine that we've all been hearing about. As we speak today, those machines are in country. They are working on deployment. They are training people all over the place. And between now and the next dry season, you will get machines all over in the various communities on some of those roads that have been, been challenging to our people all along in the district. So this is where we are. And yes, maybe there are other, questions may come after, but I think these are some of the efforts we made when it comes to the road.
Thank you. Briefly from my end, let me say my last question or my second question has to do with communication system. Up to now, our men there, Lincoln, their administration, I know how many Orange Tower or Lone Star they advocated for our district. As we speak, one of the communities that you are undertaking the health initiative, the health project, the Sagitan clinic. They need, GSM. They need that. People need communication. That community is very big and it is very far up. And I'm quite sure that there's a need that you lobby on their behalf. You get involved. You get to the two GSM company. One can go there. One is there, like the Orange GSM company most often does, that doing some connection there. It's going to be a very helpful tool for our people. You see community that Berkeley is very big. So Orange can be in Sloyola, Baibona, and other communities around our belt and area like Berkeley, Sagitan. People continue to walk like 10-15 minutes to get a signal. And more beside the bell, the project that you broke ground for, I remember the 2 projects, the 2 bridges around the Bio Bell there, you broke ground for the Banwi Bell there. There's a bridge there too that connecting Pay Bell there with Banwi. How far is this? And meaning my question has to do with GSM company. What is your plan? What are you doing?
So we've been writing series of different communication to both Orange, mini Orange people, because they were all over around there installing their receiver and some places building towers. The only unfortunate thing is that these are private entity, government, let me say commercial entity. They have their own set of requirements as to what it's supposed to be before taking a facility in those areas. But equally so, we are not sitting down. Some of the big communities that we have that are very challenging. One at Bear Play, the whole of Bear Play, almost no network there. The same thing in Bear Play, Sagittan, and some of the communities. There are many other different communities there. So we are written, even like the Bear Play people, some of them even came in town, went to the Orange office there. They told us, oh, we're sending assessment thing. They even sent the assessment thing. But again, we still waiting, we still talking behind them. So we will make some additional efforts. Since we spoke with them, it has been a little bit of time, I don't want to lie. But we will again try to reach out to them, to both of them, to see if they can help our people. We cannot go with iron hand. The only thing we will continue to do is to, talk to them to see the need of doing some of those things. Yeah, so this is where we are. So to answer the last question, the Gbanwe Bridge, we currently have like 200 bags of cement there with more than 400 pieces of steel raw, with rocks, with all the material we needed to do that work. The only unfortunate thing is that the place we wanted, the engineer we selected first, they have this heavy bare rock there that you cannot build a bridge on it. So what we were trying to do is to see if we can get a company to bust the rock. But the company now, the money they're charging, they're telling us to pay $15,000. So the Gbanwe Bridge may delay. Unfortunately, may delay because we will have to select new site before the work can go on, because we can pay 15,000 just to go, blast the rock before you can even start building the bridge. So this is the challenge we have with the Gbanwe Bridge. But we actually have all of the material we needed to do that work. And the committed people, they've been very, very eager for that work to go on. But with the rain coming down and things like that, it will definitely maybe take us to next dry season.
All right. Well, folks that are following, we are in conversation with Honorable Ernest Mansier, the representative of District Number 4, the Ugakwadakpada himself. And I see, when you watch the Facebook Live, there are a lot of comments back and forth on the Facebook page. So I want to say thanks to you all for following us. Mr. Franklin Miaman, it's over to you. Your 2 questions. Lincoln and Shelton. You all got stable network. That deal with the people with our good network first. That deal with LRB.
Before they
The
go off
network problem.
Franklin, go
But
ahead.
that's why our country new. We got good
That's
network.
not an understatement. I think Honorable is here and he's hearing that. So he's going to work on it. That we will not be disgraced by people who are outside there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
That
Honorable Mansi.
man already on things law.
Personally, I've got to know.
Franklin,
Yeah.
the CEO then, they already on things law. You answer that question.
The CEO have to respond to that question before.
I know. I think we started with it before. All right. I think we started with it when Kumpu was here. So thank God he's here. So personally, we have that connection, and I know what you have been doing, and you continue to do for people who supported you, and your connection with the district. One thing that always moved me is your connection with the district and your connection with the church that you came from. You are not some of the lawmakers that became representative and then start leaving the church to go somewhere else. Yeah, while it is true we are human and we err.
Man, don't make it fool. Can't be attacking the inner people.
So I must
because
commend
Lincoln
you
soon
for
come
that. So
online
anyway,
and say, you're coming to your
with
inner
all
people.
that, yeah, please listen to me. With all that, I'm still a critic. And I want to also understand some things from him. you answer some partial questions that I wanted to ask you. You have answered partially, and you talk about the income or the funding that you are getting to fund the projects in the district. They are from the social development fund and some
Some of
from your
them.
personal pocket. But
Yes.
some of them, yes, that's why I say, yeah. So I did not hear about Tua River Bridge. I wanted to ask you on it, but then somebody came up with a question. He tried to explain about that road. So he tried to little bit weaken me. But however, I want to know the status of Tua River Bridge and that dray you talk about. And
But
again,
which bridge you call Tua
yes,
Which
River
of the
Bridge?
Tua
Nothing
River?
happened to Tua River Bridge.
Franklin,
the bridge in
the two
Temple,
bridges,
the bridge in
listen, the
Temple
two
right there. Yeah.
But that's not but nothing happened to that bridge. The bridge have been fixed.
the two Tua River bridges are there that they want in Temple.
The
When
two
you
Tua
cross
River bridge
Temple,
we got
and one is
water,
in
let me say they
Ganagri.
play Tua. Wow.
Yeah, one is in Ganagri. Ganagri town. When you pass by Ganagri small, there's a Tua River there. Then Temple, there's a Tua River there. But the one in Gable is doing.
Yeah, Aaron, the one I about. No, you got a Tua River right after Temple. The river is down there as
Yeah.
Tua. And then
Yes.
you come from Tua before going to Joey.
So I think
Yeah.
Aaron, the bridge he's talking about is the one once you pass that template fee going
Yes,
down
I
to
want
that
to
little
start
That
there.
road, that
Yeah.
bridge, that bridge is built. That is that concrete.
That bridge have been built, I think, since 98 or 99, somewhere around there. Nothing happened to that bridge. The bridges we got on that road, there are four major bridges we get on that road. The Dre Bridge, right near Gable there. The one near Dole, the Bo. The one that between Ganagay, Sheton know there. Ganagay and Bioyura. Toa is the one that right after Ganagay is also built. But the next one, after Toa, going towards Bioyura way, I think they call it Na or some kind of water there. And then the next bridge that there is the one right to Bobble before entering the town. These are the four major bridges you get on that road that need intervention, which I already mentioned to you that we have money under the budget to do the bull and the dri. We ourselves, we are also on the one right after Toa in Ganagle there. I hope the rain will not give us that time. But we got some good portion of material already on the ground for that work. The only bridge that we got no plan for it this year is the one right to ball play.
All right, Franklin, go ahead.
Okay. So anyway, you are saying, but for Tua, I'm talking about if the time here could vividly this bridge, I think now in Nimba, and in fact, certain part of Gompus region, the bridge sport, it was a plain bridge. I'm not talking about Joey, that is very close to the town.
Frankly,
What Joey is very close to after the rubber farm. But the moment you come from, yeah,
No bridge.
Frankly, when you pass that template,
yeah,
that cement bridge are there in that little swampy area, that Tua River there. Then when you cross that place, the other big little river in that creek in front there that Dui. Tua is a
And I
concrete.
the one I get a problem. Now the Dui we all been crying on from day one.
Yeah, that Dui that
well, Lincoln and say we will not fix it that time, you're going to fix it up to now. They never fix it.
They won't feel it run their way.
Amen. I didn't see online.
Another area where
my next question.
Frankly, maybe you can ask the honorable Tua is in clear play. The people reach to clear play town itself, that Tua right around there. That the last river you cross
No, that's not my intention. Aaron, please give me chance. Let me ask my question. Aaron, please give me chance. Let me ask my question. I know what I'm talking about.
The man not just asking the question, man asking a spiritual and physical question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Aaron, please give me chance. No. Okay,
No.
since that is the case, And
Mhm.
district number 4 we know is hub for agricultural productivity. In this government, we have the RS agenda is there for agriculture. What have been the initiative from your side to be able to incorporate our farmers within the district that they will be able to be self-sufficient and then for us to have food security within our district?
Yeah,
At least
so
asking your area now. Thank you.
yeah, so what we've been doing, uh, you know, the office we run is a big office, but the unfortunate thing is you don't have a budget to say this one is for this one is for this. You can decide as to what you do and what you don't do. So for somebody activities, that's the initiative we have been carrying on in the agriculture sector. The good thing is that this government is doing well when it comes to supporting farmers. So what we've been telling our people is to help them to put them into cooperative groups so that they will be able to secure funding from the government. So we managed to register, I think, 3 or 2 already, and we will be registering the third one. We register one in Bo, they call them the Bo Women for Food Security. We work with them, take the article of incorporation, give them the money, when they obtain their CDA certificate, and today they've been getting some support from the government directly. We also established one in Vingley. They had a very huge farm there too, swamp area. So we also work with them to register them and also give them some material and some cash, in fact, to do their work because by that time they were just starting. We also have registered one between Bonway and Mount Building, another cooperative. And we are trying to register one in Soroyola. I think we had like 2 groups there. We met them the last time, and I told them to put themselves together. They have a farm already. So the only thing the assistant wanted to give to them is to help them to make it a formal cooperative that government will register, and we can use now to solicit fundings and things then and support from the government. So basically, these have been our intervention when it comes to the agriculture sector. And myself, I have my own farm through myself. In bed go play.
I want to work there.
The only thing say they have at the red, I'll go there.
All
I'm
right.
looking for
Well,
a job. I want to work down there.
that is it here tonight. We have Honorable Honest here as our guest here, and we are talking district number 4. I think they may be coming here every day now. You got a trial of people. Damn, they're plenty here tonight. Mr. Bonway, man, Allison, it's over to you. Say straight and ask your question.
Thank you so much.
I don't think that's all to ask questions now because they just coming from there, so they need to get it up for the chance to talk. Because when you ask questions myself, I'll go ask them questions.
But still, Alice just come in. So
I mean, you get stable network.
no, but you know my time yet?
Relax.
That my jump, bro. They ain't go out. You busy. They ain't go out.
No, it's bro.
Let me
go ahead.
Yeah, ain't go out.
I'm a brother, so he asked me to go ahead, so I'll go ahead. Honorable, thank you so much. I listened to your, to all the beautiful things you said, and we still got some critical, side of it, and we need to look at it carefully. You talk about some cleanup projects and other stuff. For the past years, under some administration, some lawmakers, including our leadership as well, we undertake some projects that clean up and on the garrison you do too as well. And sometimes some of the cleanup projects can remain a bush. I describe that political projects to gain the minds of the attention of the people because you want to, be re-elected. But sometimes those projects cannot be that important to the people because where you have cleaner in Vaingre, then you go and do another cleaner project in Dode, you go do another project in Dode, you get cleaner project in Gabriel, then you go do another project in Better or in Mount Diaple, or Bay, all of those things. So sometimes government cannot be aware of to accommodate those projects or those cleanups to put them on how you call it, to operate on a government. And at the end of the day, those projects can remain in the bush or bushes. It have no impact, just waste of resources, use political, or your smart gain as a politician to gain your re-election, to gain to get a re-election. So in your leadership as a lawmaker, what your three cardinal responsibilities as a lawmaker? So what are you doing as a district lawmakers to also help? We have a lot of unfinished projects, like cleanups in our district. So what are some of the things you're doing, your office is doing to also help and help to finish those projects, or to at least try, because some of the cleaners in District 4, you met them on the government, under the government, the Vangley, you met in that, you Beta, you met in that, Beta Grade, I think if I don't make a mistake, Beta Grade, you met in that. So what are some of the things you're doing? Because you say you're undertaking some cleaner projects. Are you making sure that those cleaner projects that you are undertaking be operate on a government or how you call it supervision?
Yeah. So what I was looking for now is one of my communication to some of the health authorities. Just like you said, you may be right. Some of those projects are sometimes they are not needful, but again, not everything comes from us or whoever that have been there. Sometimes you go in the communities, everybody there is a we want clinic, we want this, we want that, we want this, we want that. So at the end of the day, while as a leader, you will have to make your own judgment, but again, you will have to also consider the word of the people. Don't forget, you serve at the way and pleasure of the people. So yes, this is what some of the things. This is the reason. Sometimes you will see projects will go to some places, and at the end of the day, the people don't use it. It not only lawmaker projects, even the government projects. There are other government projects around the country, beautiful structures, but you don't got nobody there to use it. But we have also been trying our best not to just honor the project because we want to score political goals, but we also have been working with the community. Like if you listen to me from my opening statement, I said when we took over, the very first thing we did was not a project. The very first initiative was to call the district stakeholders and ask them what they wanted us to do. And there were some very serious suggestions that came. And one of those projects we're doing now is the Gapley Health Center. The Gapley Health Center was initiated. I think many of you can bear me witness. I may not be exact on the date or the year, but I think it was somewhere around 2015, 2016. That project, if completed, is going to be used as a referral health center in the entire Tua River. That project was lying there. The reason when we got the 30,000 in 2024 from the Social Development Fund, the reason we did not put it to town hall or some of those smaller community projects is because the importance of that project. The commissioner, by that time, they have gave the commissioner compound to renovate we already got commissioner compound. They went beyond us. They said they should use the 30,000 to build commissioner compound. I told them no. The whole of Tua River here, you don't got no referral health center. Yes, we got small clinics, but we don't get anywhere in the whole Tua River to be used for operation and other things there. So this is the reason that we have been doing everything possible. If you see the current status of that house, of the Gapley Health Center, you will not believe it. Because we feel that even if we cannot do anything in the district, if that project is completed, it's going to serve as a greatest relief for our people. So we are not just doing projects because We just feel of doing it. We want that when we do this project tomorrow, that it makes impact in the lives of the people. And like I said, some of the things we're doing, we didn't just started doing them when we took over. There were some communities that since 2021 June, when we declare our intention, they made requests to us. Every day you go in this town, that is same request they got to make to you. So when we had an opportunity, when we won the election, what we decided to do is to respond strictly to some of the community. Like one of the community is Snagomple. You know that all along there have been no town hall in Snagomple. So you cannot ignore those kind of things. Yes, you may not consider that too important, but this is what the Snagomple people asked us for the last 3 years during the campaign. So after the election, we had no options but to work with them to build that town hall. Another community again is Bioyola. That as big as Bioyola is, there have been no serious area where you will get more than 50, 60 persons sitting down to have meeting in Bioyola. So these were some of the areas that we could not ignore their requests for maybe town hall or clinic. Take, for example, Sagitan. Sagitan, they are far away from many of the functional facilities in the district. And you have many other small communities along the border end there that if you have a clinic facility in Sagitan, they all going to benefit from it. So we not only doing these projects because we want to scope political goal, but we have a genuine plan that we want to work with the community to ensure that whether we're there, we're not there, that those projects goes on. And the existing facilities we have in the district, those that were not functional when we took over this, that was the first request we made to the Ministry of Health. We mentioned the Berkeley, how you call it, facility there. We mentioned Slow You, our facility that Garrison built there. And right now, as we speak, we are fixing our house. If you go now in Slow You, that we have fixed the door, we provided the ceiling and everything for that project. We only be left now to paint the place and look for some material and put it there and get it running. So there were some like places like how you call this place? Borpei. And these are some of the issues we've been having in the district, right? 2021, when the county came up with few projects across the district, the Borpei Clinic was one of those projects that were implemented under the PMC. The Borpei Clinic, the bridge between Saint and Tikeple, the bridge between Seaple and Sangaple. Those were the projects that were implemented under the PMC. That project was not completed, like the clinic in Borpei. When we took over, we went to the community. And the Bo Citizen Council, they have a guest house foundation there already. We say, okay, since we have all these unfinished projects in this community, we want the community to decide on one of them so we can do it and complete it. Up to now, the cement we sent in Pay is still sitting there. I don't know who then say we should not do the cleaning work out there. Who they're not saying it, but we have consistently told the community that let us work on this clinic that Honorable Kagon was building here and complete it, because where the clinic is in Pay, it's not a suitable site for people to go to be there. We say cement there, but they get sand on the ground, they get some rock on the ground, but up to now, we can't get no feedback from the community. They said we should do our own project. And we will not continue to do our own project where we have an existing foundation on the ground. We did it in this place, Bioganagle. Shelton may bear me witness. That was a foundation that Garrison started there. It is that foundation that we just completed a few days, let me say last year. When we went there, other people said, no, the foundation is like Garrison Foundation. They will build our own project. I said, but you can't get a foundation yet, then we'll leave it again and go say we're going to build another project. The money Garrison was using here, he was not using it because he wanted to use it. He was using it because he was a representative in the district. And many other projects, even the guest house will be in Bonwi Ticket Play. There was a foundation halfway that Garrison left there. I think even the ones in gameplay that we want to start working on, that's a halfway foundation there. According to them, they said that Garrison put our foundation there. So we are not there to say, okay, they want that they men started, we'll not do it. Wherever we go, when that's a project in our community, irrespective of whoever that start that project, once we know that it's an important project that benefits the community, even if you tell me, say, oh, we don't finish it, we only one pin, we'll give you the pin you do it. We're not doing it to take glory for it. We're doing it so that those minimum facilities our people need so they can have it.
All right, Lincoln, how many questions you've asked so far?
One.
All right, ask the second question.
Thank you so much. I listened to you carefully. And
I mean, you get network issues. Your voice breaking.
maybe that those from Liberia trying to share my network. So, Honorable, thank you so much. And I've been observing some of your leadership activities within the district.
Lincoln, you're breaking.
Lincoln, you are more than someone who is going away now.
You gotta hear me?
No.
Wait.
We hear you, but very broken.
All right, Allison, it's over to you. Ask your question.
Lincoln is going away now, spiritually.
Yeah,
Okay,
you want to go to the bomb to hold my voice.
once again, good evenings to you all.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Go ahead, my man.
Okay, like I usually, when I'm on the platform, we love to get the opportunity and the flower to you, my man. We don't want you tomorrow when you are lying, casted, to come there and just celebrate you. But because of your innovations, that's the reason that we all are here. So we should more appreciate your effort and the rest of the people that devoted their time to be part of the platform. And again, I want to say sorry to you people for coming late because our committee bereaved that was actually brought me late. But we started doing the awareness on romance will be on the platform from the day he posted it. I've been following romance all along from the district, Senesi, and from the conversation tonight. Before asking my question, I don't know how many questions am I entitled?
Entitled one question.
Because you
Oh, my man, for what?
PRO.
Yeah, it's
No,
one
no,
question. We going deep.
Hello.
Yeah.
We are on the show as a panelist, as a pastry,
They say
as a
FOMO.
So romantic need to disregard about whatever portfolios, so we can be able to get a good conversation.
Because when we not repair by your title, now they all say we did repair again. So I want to make you.
I say we don't got no issue.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think the COS not want to do intellectual justice to me. I just joined. I've been following. I've been patient on the show. They say, I think what you're trying to say, maybe follow us a question.
Hey, my brother.
Actually, our time is fast spent. That's why we only have like roughly 16 minutes.
CEOs, there is a political landlord that everybody will be going after 2029. So as we are opportune to get in, it causes us to go to one over there go.
So sorry, ask your question.
Then we'll start going.
Yeah, okay.
No,
so before asking my question,
it's a big say we grab it tonight. Let's carry in.
Yeah, we'll carry it.
So
yeah,
so question.
CEO, CEO Yele said these are some of the things we'll keep on telling you guys on the slow. You see, Franklin now you want to identify the problem from.
Can you ask the question?
Bringing again go. They just him over there. Oh, they're embarrassing the romance in there. Other guy around there. You want to bring in solidarity into the conversation.
Allison, can you ask your question?
Yeah. Okay, now. Okay, yeah, yes, again, Orman said, again, thank you so kindly for honoring the invitation to be here tonight. This has been our wish, at least, so we can rush shoulders intellectualists together. My concern is that, for me, I don't want to be asking you your activity into the district because I was not part of your vision sharings. But my concern to the district is that, since you are a senator, have you encountered any communications regarding about governmental, budgets intended for electoral district number 4?
Like what now? Make it explicit.
Okay, electoral district number 4, some facility into our district were on government budgets. There were some subsidies. So I want to know that since you are sentencing into that office, you have encountered with any communication in terms of implementation into our district. If so, then where are we? Have you encountered send it to over?
Anyway, I will try to respond, but I'm not getting exactly what you're trying to portray, but maybe based on my response, if that's what you're referring to, then
I think,
maybe. Yeah,
Honorable, I
yeah.
think he's talking about, for example, where Bongwe Clinic used to be under the Ministry of Health in terms of subsidy. The same thing with Vaingli, including other high school.
Aaron,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so
that is
so that's what I said.
I'm here.
That's what I said. I will try to respond. Problem and respond will be in line with what you're asking. If not, then probably you can make it again more explicit. But to respond to what I think you are talking about is we've been hearing this argument that the other play were under the budget, the other play were under the budget. When we took over, the Asenic Bay Farmway Clinic was under the budget. Now we saw under the budget. Somebody could maybe pull the budget is a public document. You can even download as way back as 2010 budget. If anybody want to make the claim that this other community was in a budget, government was giving money. So what we saw there was Bay Farmway was receiving 20,000 annually under the national budget, and which we have managed to maintain that there. And this year, Bivonway is receiving like up to 30,000 as subsidies from the government. So far,
You
so
mean we
good.
took
This is
over
it.
20,000? You mean we took over 20,000 or 32,000?
I said 20,000.
Okay.
I said 20,000. So now it's 30,000. I think last year was around the same 20, but this year has been pushed to 30,000. So far, so good. This is the only thing I know when it comes to facility that benefiting directly under the budget. The other ones are being supported by the county health team, wherein they provide them with medication, like the Bioyoda clinic, the Waipley clinic, the PAE clinic. Beta Glade is a private facility. Even Vingley, they also support them. Bayapple Clinic, Slangople Clinic. These are clinics that are being supported by the government in terms of medical supply, in terms of payments of employees, and all of that. So the government still support those facilities. But they are not captured, in a budget as, take for example, Vingley Clinic. No. So every suppose that go to those facilities, they are honor the county health team. They do procurement for them. They supply them with the necessary things they need to run a health facility, they pay their staff. Some of their staffs are on government payroll, some are not, which will also be engaging the health team, the Ministry of Health, to ensure that some of these people are incorporated. And every year they make sure sometimes they put like 1-2%, just like that. So that's what I know of. I hope I'm answering what you wanted to hear.
Okay, yeah. So because what prompted my question is that I did listen to you. You said there were some budget, if I can quote you right, appropriations to the headquarters that people wanted to do the commissioner compound. And as per my knowledge,
That was not the
I'm
national budget. That was not the national budget I was referring to. It is
okay.
the county social development fund. 2024, when the new government came to power, they tried to operationalize the local government act. The local government act calls for those kind of initiatives. So they call the commissioners that time. We have 3 administrative districts in district number 4. The Zogba and the Twa River. So for Twa River portion of the 30,000, what I said was, before we got to know, the commissioner have suggested that they use the money on the commissioner compound, which we said no to it, and make them to understand that we have the commissioner compound. We ourselves can try to renovate the commissioner compound, but that put the money behind the health center. It was when the health center now was captured official. The 30,000 was captured officially under the social development fund county budget, but not the national budget.
Yeah, so and one may concern should be that this ongoing current health center, there have been a foundation. What led to the foundation that at this time around the 30,000 have been diverted on Masi? They
The
not
what?
encounter any document. I'm saying
Uh-huh.
prior to the diverting the 30,000 from the commissioner compound to the ongoing health center, there were a foundation there.
Yeah.
Not encounter any documents that led to the foundation, laying?
Which document? Mama, you were just in the office. So provide the information that when we were there, this is what happened. So you can't be asking like a stranger. No. You got the information. Tell the public.
Hello.
Tell the public. I come in now. Tell the public that during our regime, we have this money in the budget or from so area for the Gapley Health Center. And we cannot respond to that for you because when we came, we met the empty foundation there. And even throughout during the campaign, I used to see the foundation lying there and nothing was done about it. So you can tell us, as citizens of the district, that yesterday when we were there, X amount of money was allocated for the Gapley Health Center. If that money was not used, we can go after the people.
Like I said from the onset, normally when we listen to the CEO, this is a very unique platform. We want for people to be treated equally with regard and respect. I'm not coming here. Hello, what I'm portraying is that I'm not coming here as one of the heirs official of the district.
But you cannot deny that, Allison. Allison, you can't deny that.
Coming there. Allison, you've asked a question, he has responded to you, and then I'm not speaking for him, but what I can recall is that foundation has been there long before.
What led the foundation?
Government.
What was the intervention that you really want to talk about on our foundation?
Understand that government is continuity. So the
maybe a male legal can help you. Maybe
I
Lincoln
think
can help to
honestly,
tell us what happened to the partition.
asking is fighting to get a specific response from the honorable.
But
You
you're
know,
not even making a question specific. So how will you get
he's
specific?
trying. I
Yeah.
don't know what he's trying to say,
Can you
but
play me,
I
my
think
man?
I'm trying to get what he's fighting
My man
against.
duo. Can you play me?
So,
All right, so
Can
ladies
I
and
answer
gentlemen,
my question?
Lincoln,
yeah.
Lincoln, and
No,
Allison, I will
I
hold
got my
your
last
right.
but yeah,
question.
yeah.
Can I ask my last question to
Theo.
you?
Yeah,
I
Lincoln
leave with one
had a
question.
last question today when you
And
went
then I
up.
ask my
Lincoln
question.
Man,
has
you're
his
still
last
with your
question.
question.
I
You're
will-
without
I already in the flat.
Hold on,
Let me
gentlemen.
ask my last
Everybody,
question.
hold on. We can't
What
talk
kind of
at the
last question
same
again,
time.
Anderson?
So, gentlemen,
Yeah, but how
we
many
need to
questions
wrap up.
I
We need to wrap
decided
up.
to
I came from
man.
work. I'm not eating. And I've been
Man,
sitting here. We need to wrap up.
You are
you should
accountable
not
to
be
No,
being
us.
so too bold,
Yeah,
You
man.
are
but now
accountable.
I've been sitting for 1 hour, 30 minutes.
All right, so gentlemen, hold on. We can't talk at the same time. Allison and Lincoln, I'll hold you right there. We got to make progress. Shelton has been here very long enough, and he has been very patient. So Shelton, answer your
Yeah.
question. We
One
gotta
way
go.
to
We gotta wrap up now in the next 10 minutes. We gotta wrap up. Shelton, go ahead.
What the but where people want to do to
No,
order?
but
You
you
only
you
there
get
for
your
but then ask the last
CEO.
question.
question.
So
CEO.
am I one question?
You asked 2 questions already, my man.
No. My man saying.
Shelton, go ahead.
Yeah, but one way people are always small. We got BO people here too.
That you representing tough. There's some people just plenty on the platform.
Yeah, man.
I ain't know one of them told the brother to be on the platform here because it's
The
one minute.
way so
They too plenty on the platform here.
Well, thank you. Let me say thanks to all the panelists and the CEO for coming up with a kind of great idea. At least we have one of our own now. Some of us that cannot actively interact with our lawmaker or any permanent person from the district. This medium will connect all to interact with our leaders. Having said that, I mean, I want to a little bit digress from the developmental aspect and come to reconciliation because I know that most of you, especially the previous speakers, I said almost all. My first question has to do with reconciliation. Honorable Marcia, I understand that over the past time, our leaders, when it comes to reconciliation in district number 4, I don't know whether I may be wrong, but I've not really been seeing that happening consistently, especially from the past leader and the present leader. So my question to you is, Mr. Marcio, is that what has been your relationship with the former leaders? I'm talking about Honorable Gompu and that Honorable Garrison Yeru. What is the relationship between 2 of you? Let me say 3 of you.
3 of you. 3 of us rather. But why you only ask about 3 of them? Just said I'm only them being into politics there.
No, I said that. I said that because as a basis of reconciliation. Because what I'm saying, Gompu is a mediate past leader followed by
Can you refer to as Honorable Gompu?
Honorable Gompu. My man, I have no bad intention for Honorable Gompu. Honorable Gompu Kagon. Even though he took me several times from the scholarship fund because of my staying in the past, but he's my big brother. He and myself we cool.
Now you have issues. Now you have
That
issues.
league want to give from there.
I don't have personal
Can
issues
your
with
gentlemen,
that.
this guy has asked his question. Let the honorable respond. Lincoln, stand by. Come on, man. Time is through, man.
Okay, so I've said over and over, and sometimes when I say it, people try to misconstrue me. That the things about election, nobody has wronged anybody in this place. That be fair. It's a process. It's a competition. Nobody has wronged anybody by going into election with a person. We all need to be clear on it. And we should also understand that when this process passes, the next thing is all the good ideas everybody was pushing yesterday, if you really mean well for your people, all of you should join and put those ideas together and help your people. Because our guild people say one tree cannot make a forest. I don't care whatever you have, the ideas, everything you have, you alone cannot do all the intervention you're able to do to your home, the number of people who can easily talk to you from your community. They may not be free to talk to me like the way they will talk to you. So this is the reason that I said that we all need each other, because each one of us got our own part to play in our various communities. But unfortunately and disappointingly, since the election, Honorable Kagan has refused to talk to us. In fact, since he blocked my number from before the election period up to now, when I call Honorable Kagan number, which I know this is the same number he's using all over, I've been blocked. Not even on a WhatsApp, not even on Messenger, nothing. So it makes it difficult to reach out to him, right? It has been really difficult. When we see each other, sometimes in the church, he shake my hand, I shake his hand, we pass. When we see each other on the street, we speak, we pass. But we don't have that level of interaction with each other since the election. And this is the reason that we are not been having those kind of interaction with each other or talking with each other is the reason I gave earlier on. Honorable Garrison is my big brother. So I don't care what didn't happen. Nobody even need to bother about two of us. We are relatives. We talk to each other. I don't care how much anybody could run that friend. We still talk to each other. So for he and I, we got no issue. Absolutely no issue. Even up to now, I still talk to him. The father even called me this morning. Garrison, you do see him. So they are my family people. So we may differ with each other on political, line. He supports the CDC. I support the Unity Party. But we also respect the family tie between us. So no issue between me and Garrison. I go to Garrison house when I want. He call me when he wants. I call him when he wants. He had never blocked my number before. Even when we were bitterly campaigning against each other, we were still talking.
Okay. CEO, I want to make a following question, a follow-up question to that before I ask my last question. I don't know if you can allow me.
My man, let me hold you right there. You got follow up, go ahead with your follow up. The thing is, I have 9-hour drive to Georgia. I got military graduation. I had to go there. So, yeah, I got to be on my way.
You allowed me to ask two questions. I'm going to ask one question. So I
And then
know.
I ask you two questions. It's follow up. They probably
Okay.
I got a video.
No, you asked two questions. Honestly, don't do that.
Man, do your follow up. So that just be the follow up, and then we gotta wrap up because this.
Okay, but then no need to make a follow. Let me just ask my last question one time. Mr. Masio, I have a concern.
My name is Masio, not Masio.
Masio. Okay, Masio. I spot it, right? I spot it.
You man, go ahead and go I spot it. Ain't I can hear you from somewhere else.
Now the meaning of Masio, you spot it. So Masio. So I'm concerned about the ball play portal entrance. My understanding is the ball play portal entrance is under no Guato portal entrance. So at the end of the day, from what I heard from my source, or if I stand to be correct, I think you can correct me. Ball play portal entrance, they generate a funding and they make direct report to no Guato portal entrance. And by law, anytime you make report to the government, there's a percentage that has to go to you because of your cooperation or the money that you're generating. So when the proceed comes, they go directly to no Guato portal entrance, and ball play is not benefiting anything, even though we generate funding and we make report to no Guato portal entrance. So, Honorable, what are you doing to address this? Because are you thinking about making any legislation that about people the entrance will stand on her own so that at least any proceed that will generate the citizen of that clan can benefit from what they have been generating instead of they generating funding and just make report at the end of the day they have no dividend. What are you thinking about that?
Yeah, so the issue of ball play was one of those things that I emphasized on during the campaign period in all sincerity. One of the things I saw is that, many of those some other localities, government tend to overlook them. So when you wait for government to do everything, they will always have the excuse, oh, we don't have the facility there, we don't have this there, we don't have this there. So part of the 57 projects that we listed, so if we got money to implement them, one of those projects were to build a custom office in Bopley. We intended to do that so that the government will not give us excuse as to facility, or just in case they want to send somebody there tomorrow, they will not tell us, hey, you don't get nothing there. So we intend to do that to buttress the government effort. Beyond building the custom office there, uh, I've gone to the LRA. I met the commissioner for custom. He even gave me a call card. That was sometime, I think the end of 2024 or beginning part of 2025, something around there. When I met him, I raised the same concern. And the law you were trying to refer to is the Revenue Sharing Act, right? The Revenue Sharing Act call for, if the revenue is generated in a specific area, portion, I think 10 to 20% of
Yes.
that money supposed to go back to that community for development purpose. So when I raised this concern, I said, but my understanding is that we have lots of taxes that are being collected on cocoa and other goods coming from our end there, specifically coming from Bopley. One, I want to know what is the procedure of establishing, if we can establish Bopley as a separate port of entry uh, to detach it from Loguatu. So the response he gave was, Bopley is still on Loguatu because the revenue coming from there is just one stream of revenue, which is just the cocoa. So take for example, if you got cocoa coming for 2-3 months, you will get some money coming from there. But beyond that time, nothing happens there again. So he was like, we don't have the resources for now. And in fact, the manpower we have currently is challenged to even start talking about opening new port of entry. But this is the reason that we may not open ball play as a separate port of entry for now, because the revenue coming from there is just one stream of revenue. So at this point, it does not require being a separate or a standalone port of entry to operate on its own. But they have said, okay, we'll look at it in the future. Maybe if things change, we will try to see about it. But that was the exact response the commissioner gave me when I met him that time. So I've been concerned about it. Like I said, they were one of the things that I said during my campaign, that we need to have ball play to be a separate port of entry. So this is what is going on with the issue of ball play. But whatever the case may be, we will still try to implement the custom office, at least build a structure while we keep on checking with the government to see if anything going to change tomorrow, so that they don't give us excuse, so that we'll already be prepared. Now, if government will succeed to say, okay, maybe you can send one person there or 2-3 person in the meantime, so that we know that when revenue comes from this place, we ourselves too, or our people can benefit from the dividend. And that rule is one of the rules that is used. I've always said it to the ministry and other people that this rule here is the rule. All the cocoa that comes in this country will say Liberia produce cocoa, Liberia produce cocoa. This is the rule that has been transported on. So they are promised that even when the Bailey bridges come, the other bridges that will be on that road that we may not be able to do before that time, the government going to take the initiative and do it. And I've flared it out with the vice president. I've flared it out with the minister of public work and many other people, many other engagement we have been on. But before government, I've gone to LRA, engaged the custom officer concerning the public port of entry. So far so good. These have been some of our engagement when it comes to that public port of entry.
All right. All right, Honorable. I want to say thank you to you all here tonight. Gentlemen, I see the hands are coming up. The man, our own man, he's still coming here. We just started 18. So let us not make it so boring that tomorrow you'll run away from us. What I want to do here now, like I said, it's on a travel is riding tomorrow from the U.S. Army. I'm due to on a 9-hour draft from here to Georgia, Columbus. And I will be on my way because the program starts very early in the morning. So y'all please bear with me. Let's just hold it right here. We'll bring the men back. I'll broadcast to you tomorrow from Georgia. So with that being said, Honorable, I'm going to ask this question, and then you will just answer and then summarize and then give us your parting comment, then we'll close for today. This question is on a Facebook page. It says, can you please, okay, they want to know your relationship with the Trois River organization in America.
Yeah, I will want to respond to that. If that is the only question, I can respond and then make my parting comment.
Yeah, Franklin also has a question. Franklin asked the question quick.
I don't know. That's lost something you got running. Let oral talk. Bring in that kind of district. Why can I go and get concerned about the district for?
No,
My man, I beg you.
You stop us from asking questions, and we did not ask our
Frankie has spoken. Frankie has asked questions before.
Yeah, so you
Frankie,
can
I
ask,
think
you cannot
Franklin
stop us from
asked
asking questions. Then you
questions.
ask Frankie who
I
are
think another person who still got one question outstanding our Lincoln.
Yeah, and you,
All right,
you took my
Lincoln, ask
question
your
away.
one question. Let me rest. Ask your one question. Please make it brief.
Lincoln, it should be
Yeah.
short question. Don't
Man, I got
hold
9
it.
hours drive, but I gotta go.
You ambassador, you got the official.
No, no, that issue we are discussing here.
Hey, man, I want one question going around, right?
No, one question.
I will level one question, big brother.
That will be the last person to conclude. Masa, I got maybe 1 second say at least to say something.
I listen. That is not happening.
Let me represent the how you call it, the Bible bell. So Honora, you spoke well, and you said a lot of things about transparency, accountability, and all of this stuff. So where can we trace your
You go off.
that? Huh?
You go off.
It's gone over. Just ask your question. Maybe when he comes, he might be listening from the back.
No, he can't listen.
No.
Well, folks, want to say thank you to you all here tonight. It's been a pleasure having you all, and we're seeing your comment. Now he's back.
Yeah,
That's a
sorry.
question.
I'll tell something on the screen and then cancel.
Oh,
He
okay.
said, where can we?
Yeah. So you talk about social development fund, and you receive 30,000 from this, you receive 30,000 for the other development or from the other budgetary year and other. So
I mean, I'm talking about only 130,000 here.
yeah, so that's now you're gonna make us understand. And I never heard you talking about district council sitting. When was the last time that you, Honorable Marcy, ever called for district sitting? for the
Yeah.
people of district number 4 to inform the general public of district number 4
My
to have
man,
a
and I
forum.
get a question. Let me
I come
answer
here.
you.
No, wait, come here. To inform the people and also ask them about what they want. Second, Honorable, you talk about transparency. Recent as we saw a lot of posts back and forth about your office operation in some places that were outside of district number 4 development or region. And then again, we saw you that you received back of cement for Honorable Musa ability to construct a bridge to he made a contribution towards bridge project in district 4.
Allegedly.
Leslie, okay, thank you. Leslie. And you talking about transparency. Can we be transparent and tell us about the issues about Honorable Musa Hassan Bele's contribution towards a bridge project? Is yes, if he made any contribution, can you allow us, can you tell the people of district number 4 to appreciate him because he's the leader of the county?
And then you said you saw a post concerning other development outside of
Yeah,
district number 4. So make it clear
yeah.
now.
Hmm?
I said make that other aspect
Yeah,
clear. You said you saw
the
some other
projects.
posts.
I was talking about the projects concerning Gapley. How you call it, the foundation. Allison were trying to ask you that issue, concerning the foundation. Yeah, but you were not given the opportunity to make the question clear. So can you little bit,
So
clarify some stuff?
let me just respond to you were saying something you don't want to come back to it, but I was still talking because I think people need to know and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So your first concern is about when we're going to call for district or when last we call for district sitting. The last
Of
time
course.
we called for district sitting was March 2025,
Mm-hmm.
where we did a comprehensive report. Now the
Mm-hmm.
thing while you're used to talking your mouth, we got copy of the report we can share with you. A well documented report in terms of everything we've received, be it from the national government, be it from the social development fund, be it from ourselves, be it from any group of people. We have made those reports and we got documents to that effect that we can share with you. In fact, we'll post it. If you don't get it, we can still give you a copy of it. We have this 2025 to 2026 report. We're supposed to have done that, but again, those things it require fundings, and once you don't got the resources on hand, you can announce the date. But we actually plan to do that uh, between March to April. It was the same time when we came up with a bridge project, which was very heavy because those 3 bridges it cost more than 100,000 plus. So all the little resources we have on our hand, we needed to put it into material to ensure that the work gets started because we were running after the drought season. So that's the reason for which we've not made uh, our annual report for 2025 coming to 2026. But while waiting for the annual report, we also called for a meeting, a citizen council meeting in Ganta, though it was not in a district, but Ganta, you have good number of our district citizens residing there. So we have a very interactive forum there where we also, give, they were not a formal report, but at least we briefed the citizen of what was going on. That activity was just this gone, I think December or November, something like that. So yes, when it comes to reporting, talking to our people, this is where we are. And like I said, we have another report coming up this year. When we get the money, we'll soon announce the date for it. So we are on course when it comes to our reporting to our people because we understand this is one of our obligation to our constituent. So you also mentioned about other posts of outside the district. I know you want to talk about my personal projects, my personal properties that some criminal will go around taking pictures of them, making it issues, and the very people even know when those projects get started. But today, because you are in public space, somebody feel that you should not feed your family. So these are my projects. I don't deny them. Uh, Myself, I posted it on some other different occasions. So if you want to talk about my clinic in Ganta, you want to talk about my guest up project in Ganta, yes, they are my project. And I can say to anybody, I did not see anybody money to do those projects. I was making $2,000-3,000. I could build a house that worth more than 50,000-60,000. Today I'm making 5,000 plus. Then somebody should expect that I should not do anything for myself or something like that. So if that was what you were referring to, that's a
No, no, no,
response I
no,
want to
no,
give
no,
to you
no,
if
no,
you
no,
want to know.
no,
The
no,
other
no,
one
don't.
again, I come in. I
Yeah,
come in. I
that was
said if.
my question. Anyway, so let's
Yeah, I
clarify
said
that.
if now. I said
Yeah, yeah,
if.
yeah, 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 yeah,
I
yeah.
said if.
Yeah, politician
I
will
said
ask you
if.
that
So say
question.
it now. Fine, we pass
Yeah,
by it.
politician will ask you
Now the
that
other
question. I'm
one
not a
again.
politician.
The other one again is the issue of Honro
That's it.
Hassan Musa Belete giving me, I don't know, they said 1,000 bag of cement, how many bag of cement? The first thing is that when this caucus took over, we decided to work together as a team. So we don't have Nimba all of the time in public, insulting each other, fighting each other. So if you have been following the activities of the Nima caucus, we have gone together on many occasions to work, be it in my district, be it in District 8, be it District 3, District 7, District 2, and all the places. So what been happening is that when you have a project coming up, you invite your colleague to be part of your projects, to be part of if any of them get contribution to make. So when we came up, I hope everybody is online. See you.
Yeah,
Not
yeah, we
seeing the
here.
other people. Okay.
CEO
So
try to
so
put
when
everybody on
we
the same.
came up,
Yeah,
when we came
yeah,
up
your
with the
photo.
bridge project, when we came up with the bridge project, some part of because I started planning about that bridge project since November last year. I reached out to all of my colleagues, including the senators, right? So we reached out to them, but I understand the distance we were going was far, so all of them could not come. In fact, most of them give us excuse. But they all promised that they were going to make that contribution, just like what we have done to each other on many of the different occasions. The District 8 people invited us. We went to they hauled the building on the road there. I made contribution there. That time I think I gave like 50 bags of cement for that project in District 8. District 3, we went there. We broke ground there. Honorability, me, or Neke, or Semiana, or Nyamflumo, we all been together. So when I reached out to everybody promised me to make their contribution for my project. Honorability promised to give 200 bags of cement. Senator Koga promised to give 150 bags of cement. Senator Nyantoyen promised to give us 150 bags of cement. And the other people also promised to help, but they were not definite as to their own contribution. So it took some time. And one time, Roberto said, he called me and said, "Oh, my man, you see me, I promised the last time I get it." So he gave his contribution to the project because I told them that I was coming to start 3 bridge projects. So he gave us 200 bags of cement. And the people who making issue out of it, when Roberto gave the cement, I went on Cool FM. Let me say OK FM. That time I had an interview with Julia Jed. I announced it there. The contribution they made. I announced it. It was not something that was in secret. So I don't know what was the issue. Other people, they want John CMC, you want to do that. The only reason I got to respond to that post was I wanted to join CDC, let me say CMC. Which I refuted. Which I said, but the better man, he said, he saw me inside and said, my piggy got bad boy. I didn't want to put your mom my party. I said, are your boy maybe to put my mom in your party? So, yes, Berete is a big brother to me. I'm the youngest person among all of them in the caucus. So, I'm on an obligation to respect them, to reach out to them anytime at my will.
And at any point in time, the 200 bag of cement they gave was not in secret. It was something that even announced on OKFM in Morovia. Yeah. It was not something to say I went to him on a cover to get it. No, he did it at his will. And he did not do it because I promised to do something for him. No, there was no political discussion behind it. Just the same thing we've done for each other. When we're paying the guest house in Gapley, Koga was there. That time Koga was represented. He gave 100 bags of cement for that guest house project in Gapley. Or Jan Flombo, he gave us 50 bags of cement. Or Neke, he gave us also 50 bags of cement. Or same man, I think he gave us 300 or another 50 bags of cement when all of them came in Gapley in 2024. So this is how we all have been working together as caucus members. It's not because of special political interest somebody having a friend. But they didn't know that he go heavy, he come down, I will not support his party. I'm a member of the MDR and I support the Unity Party, and he knows that. So then we joke, we can say, oh, but when they are party here, you want to talk to us so we can join. He say, my man, I don't want you in my party because I know you will not support my party. But he's our big brother. He's one person who can joke, lively. We talk to each other. But when it comes to our political issue, a different ballgame altogether. I don't support his political agenda, but he's my big brother from the country, and I'm under every obligation to respect him like any other person from Nimba.
I love to hear that. I love unity. So that's why I wanted to clarify it, because some of your office staffs denied the fact that Honorable Bede gave you cement. So you see me, I'm asking this question. It is not a bad thing, because when we were there,
No. What was posted was not about 200 bags of cement. What was denied was the allegation that were made.
Joining the party.
So when we
somebody
were there,
said, but they give me 1,000 bags of cement. Somebody said,
Why
they give me 1,000 bags of cement.
So that's what I'm trying to say. When we were there, we did the same. We reached out to some lawmakers.
And
They
let
provided
me
some
also
assistance for us.
respond to the CEO question. I
Oh,
forgot
thank you so much.
about my
I got my answer that
relationship.
I needed. I got my answer that I needed.
Lincoln.
Yeah, so shut up about let me talk to yeah, you got answer to shut up about that. So you asked about my relationship with the 12 citizen in America. And let me just say, I think Shelton reached out to me and I expressed my disappointment to some member, in some member of the leadership of the Toa River in the United States. We have to be fair and sincere to each other. I listened to one or two members of the Toa River association in the States. How when they call people, when they call me, I can't answer them. I don't pay attention to their activities. Come on. You are in America, I'm in Liberia. We are 6 to 8 hours apart from each other. The time you can be on WhatsApp call in America, that time we can be sleeping in Liberia. So if you want to reach out to me, you need to also consider the time interval so we can have a friendly conversation. The day you're working, when you're busy, I call any of you there, you will not answer me. You know that. So you call me too when I tell you, say, I'm busy. You should understand that, yes, this person is supposed to be busy at this time. Some part of last year, there were invitations extended to me. You CEO, we were in conversation up to the dying minute. The president, Mr. Yia, this SG, Mr. Duo. We were in conversation for over close to 3 months, working even on the presentation I was supposed to come and make. We did all of that. Many days we called each other. The dying minute, the same visa we applied for when we were coming for the UNICO program, which was I think that time we applied for the A1, A2 visa, which was the official visa we were applying for. Coming to 2025, when we received the invitation for October Toa River Convention, we decided to also apply for the same type of visa. You know that that time the embassy has suspended the visa process. They have been doing a lot of revision of the visa process. When we apply, it took almost 2 to 3 weeks before they can respond to us. On the last minute of time, they asked us that we should now apply for official visa, which was the A1. I know the A1 or the B1. The A1 A2 that we applied for initially to come for the UNICO program. They were asking now that the program that I was coming for, it was not an official program. It was a private activities. As such, we should apply for conference or tourism visa, which I think is the B1, B2. We could not, complete the process in that time. We sent in the application, but by that time now, it was almost to the coming of the program. When I received the email that, the visa process was still ongoing and because of the time, I shared the email I received from the embassy. I share it with you. I share it with the president. I share it with the secretary. And we all know what happened. I was not sitting down folding my hand. Not me control the embassy. I got no control over that process. Since that time, we all been talking fine. Some guys came from over there. They came here. We talked to them what they needed us to do. We did what we could do. But every time the president would be there, how I take myself proud. I don't want to talk to people here and there. So when I heard that Sheldon came in my inbox, I told him I shared all the communication with him. I said I'm very disappointed in the manner in which the president has been engaged in issue. It's not fair to me. You and I can be on communication every single day. Then you come out to say, I don't want to pay attention to your activities. So this is what has been going on. And it was good that you even brought it up so we can all say A and N and see how there's any way to work around it. But I've been very disappointed in a statement made by the president, and I hope one day all of us will sit on the same platform and say it to each other so we can find a better way towards it, to work around it.
All right, so
it was not fair to me.
So, ROCO, 1 second.
Gentlemen, hold on. Folks want to say thank
Yeah, no,
you.
I just want to say something 1 second there. I'm done. 1 second.
All right, you got it. 1 second.
Okay. Also, for me personally, what I want to say is we'll be appealing to you whenever we got serious religious conversation from our district at time to be taken serious. We know you guys in America are basic people. Equally so, we that hear like what Romancy was saying. So the Romancy, we appreciate you. You say a lot about that. One key thing you say here that for me, I take it serious is we need not to hold one another responsible when it comes to elections. Because when time for election, all of that here will take side, and will take side. The objective is for one person to win. And when you win, we all should rally around that person to work with that person. So we'll be recommending to the CEO anytime there's an appointment for you to come, because we got a lot of concern you raised tonight that need questions to know some of those things. But we not get opportunities to ask you. So anytime the CEO is called upon you, please make yourself available so you can come, because the issue raised by Sheldon when it comes to reconciliation is one of the key things that someone got a lot of questions to ask you, starting from Stanley, going forward, even around the district. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. So we are no. We appreciate you.
You're second over. Yeah.
Yeah. So anytime you see someone here, don't consider us leaders, but rather panelists
No,
that
but
come here
why you don't
to
want us
question
to
you.
refer to you as former leader of our district when
Yeah,
you
All
got?
right, all right,
I
gentlemen.
was the contract been terminated by you. So
Okay, no
you say,
problem.
Well,
yes.
folks, I want to say thank you to you all for your time here tonight. We were in conversation with Mansier, the district number 4 policymaker, was our guest here tonight. Honorable, the question I asked, right after the Iowa convention, a new leadership came on board, and as we speak, I'm the president now for the organization. Rufus is part of the board now. So the
Oh, okay.
convention is coming up, and which invitation has been sent back to you in Liberia. I know you received
Yes.
it. So
Yeah, I received it.
our goal here is for the organization and the district to work together. We are the same Trois River citizens, and that's why this organization exists. So hopefully we are expecting you to come here this year so that those concerns and
Georgia pay my plane ticket.
we can't pay a plane ticket.
Now I have to chat on the contract. Say
How
what they
about
want
that?
to be coming. Georgia pour it together, you pay my plane
The
ticket. I'll
same
be
pouring
there.
you can do in the district, you can put fuel in your car, get back ticket and come. Yeah, so we are expecting you here, and we say thanks to you for your time on the show. We plan on 1 hour, but it will win
Yeah.
beyond. So we want to say thank you to you, and thanks to all the panelists. We'll call it a day from here, and then hopefully next time we'll plan to bring you on early so that we'll be able to, iron some things out and the district wise. But thanks for your time, and thanks to everybody that followed us here tonight. Your president brought a lot of your students in Rwanda. A lot of them were on the show here tonight. So I want to say thank you to you all, and thanks to our followers, and thanks to
Yes,
all
you.
Iowa citizens. Yeah.
Yes, you. 1 minute. I will also recommend that when
You usual.
Yeah, your data. Your data finish.
That is honorable just gave pattern comment. I think
Yeah, so like I said, I'm grateful and thank you for the initiatives. We will want to work with everyone across the district. I don't have boundary in reaching out to people. Whether you insult me today, tomorrow, once you are waiting for us to work together, I don't have boundary in reaching out to you. But we all need to understand that where we come from, all of what we're doing, if not for personal interest, we are doing it for the sake of where we come from. So this is the obligation that all of us have, and we need to ensure that we work towards such obligation to our people. So I will be available this time, like during the course of the week like this is a very good time for me. But weekend time, you can't get me. It's difficult. That's the weekend we used to go in the district and come back. And then during the course of the week in the daytime, we took it to do other official and other private businesses. So any hour like this is good for me. We can still have more conversation, engage with our communities and other people out there so that our people are informed as to what is happening in the district and what we are doing and what we intend to do. So thank you very much for having us.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you to Shelton and all the panelists here tonight. Thanks to our followers. We call it a day. See you. Our broadcast tomorrow from
Thank
Atlanta,
you.
America.
Bye.
Thank you all.
Bye.